But I got to watch Avizino more. 'Cause does Call the Wild. Well, yeah, that's exactly. I mean, part of it is absolute networking. That's a part of it is getting yourself integrated with other streamer communities. So their communities know who you are, and that way they'll have a tendency to start watching your streams and that kind of stuff. But again, it's all about time, and of course using social media and that kind of stuff. Which I don't use social media a whole heck of a lot. Like Twitter is hit or miss. It's like I still got to tweet out I'm doing my competitive list for 100 Days of Gaming this week. I still haven't done that. So, but again, it's all time. It takes time to sit down and be involved with other streamers' streams, which it's time I don't have. Although I must admit, I've been watching Avizino a bit more now that he's been doing Hunter Call of the Wild a bit multiplayer. So I've been watching him the last week or so. But even then, like Battery's going to be on streaming Farm Sim today. He's going to get started in a couple hours, I think. But it's like, oh my God, how am I going to watch Battery? I still got to cook the brownies. I still got to get dinner ready. I still got to mow the lawn. It's like, oh my God. It's like there's no time to do any of it. But that's the key. It's like Avizino, he hasn't even been streaming a year and he's already affiliated, and he's got a decent viewing every time he's on. He's got 60 to 70 people in the stream every time he streams. It's like, oh my God, I've been doing this for 8 years now. It'll be 8 years this October, I think. Or 8 years come this Extra Life National Game Day, because that was my first official stream was my first Extra Life marathon back in 2013. So it'll be 8 years that I'll be streaming, and I still, I still only have the 5 of you guys who are my regulars, and that's it. And besides all the bot accounts that tune in every time I go live and lurk away. So I don't know. I just don't know. See, it's just more in order to do it full time, you have to start doing it full time and work your way up to it full time. But you can't pay the bills that way. Am I lined up here? Yeah, this will be lined up here. Oh, I gotta go a little bit, one more row out here. But and in fact, SnowRunner's on sale this week. Epic is running another summer sale again. So I'm like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. In fact, I picked up 3 of the Assassin's Creed games when they went on sale before the Steam sale that were really, really cheap. It's like, okay, I want to play those. The Tomb Raider games, they're the other ones I want to play through. So it's like, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to do this all. But I want to pick up SnowRunner because that's on sale, and I still have an Epic game. I have a coupon for that Epic Game Store from the previous sale. So I'm probably going to end up picking up SnowRunner this week. Oh, and then Troy is coming out. Troy is coming out in a couple of weeks. The next Total War game. So I wanted to pick that one up because it's going to be free for the first 24 hours on the Epic Game Store. And that's coming out on the 13th, which is the day before I start my vacation. I'm thinking to myself, damn it. It's like, should I take that Thursday off now or not? That way I can sit at my computer all day spamming spamming the Epic Game Store until I can get in there to buy it. Because it's going to have a complete meltdown that day. It's like, oh my God, Jesus, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I got my older Windows XP machine set up here now because I want to try to play the older Total War games to see if I can get them working on there, because like a lot of the older games I actually want to at least try out. I haven't tried out beforehand because of time. I can't, won't run on Windows 7 or Windows 10 without either flat out won't run, or you have to jump through so many hoops to get them to run. It's just like, it's too much of a pain in the ass for me. Let's straighten the wheels out. There we go. So hopefully with my Windows XP machine, I can get them installed and running. But that's going to be vacation time, because I'm not going to have time to do it otherwise. But I am planning a mega stream for August. I forget what I had scheduled for August. I got to look at my special events calendar and see what mega stream I had planned for August, because that's definitely going to be done on vacation week. And I might throw some extra stuff in there that week too, depending on what we do. Family time, because obviously I'm going to have to spend some family time on vacation as a family. Well, I mean, to me, it's worth it, because I bought the games, back when they were released. I just never got around to playing them. It's like at some point I say, well, I bought it for a reason. I want to play them. It's at some point. So it's just at some point I want to try all these games that I bought, because I know I'm going to enjoy playing them, because I want to get that enjoyment out of them at some point. But I don't, I'm at the point now where I don't want to have to jump through hoops to do it, So it's like at this point, it's like, what is it, Dragon Shard, right? It's the RTS that Dungeons and Dragons did. I think it's Dragon Shard. Because I'm actually going to do that one for my top 10 strategy games, because that's another category that I don't have a lot of games that I've played that I can get a full 10 list out of it. So I've got to pick games I've never played, and then test them out. At least play them once beforehand to say I've actually played them. But that one, from what I've reading, is a pain in the ass to try to get working on Windows 10 if you can get it working. So I'm like, oh my God, it's like, what do I do? Try to get it working on my Windows 7 machine and stream it that day, but then it's actually available on GOG, GOG.com. So I'm like, I really don't want to have to re-buy a game I've already bought originally just to play it. But that's where I'm at right now, to where it's like, I don't want to have to jump through hoops. I don't want to have to go through too many headaches to get these games played that I originally bought and never got around to playing them. So like, all right, fine, I'll just go re-buy them and do them again. Because in fact, that's what I did with SimCity 3000. Because I can't get it to work. And in fact, SimCity 4, because SimCity 4 was on sale on Steam for like $5. I'm like, all right, get it on Steam. Because that's one I'll play every once in a great while. I'll pop in there, even if it's just for an Extra Life stream. But I just did that for SimCity 3000 for the building games, because it's like, can't get it to work on Windows 10. I don't want to have to go back to Windows 7 and do the finagling to get it to work there. Can't get it to work in the virtual machine, even though other people have. It's like, no. Forget it. So I picked that up on GOG. And that's what I actually played it on for the Extra Life stream. But even that, just trying to get getting a virtual machine up and running was a big pain in the ass here on Windows 10. It's just so annoying that with each Windows iteration, they make it harder and harder to deal with any backwards compatibility. I mean, there's absolutely no reason for them not to have older Windows OSs compatible with Hyper-V. Or at least, if they're going to, make Hyper-V default and make Hyper-V only Windows XP and forward, then you know what? Make the virtualization technology in Windows 7. How am I missing this? Oh shit, I'm full. That's why. I am full up. So I'm assuming I unload this from the back here. But it took me a full week. The full week back in May, when I wasn't streaming, because obviously having to deal with my dad and help my mom out through all that and take care of all the the family and the financial stuff. I spent that week just finally sat down and said, okay, I'm not streaming, but I can I at least have this extra time to work on the virtual machine. So that's what I ended up doing. But it took me a good week to finally get the virtual machine up and running and working. And it's still not, I still can't get certain games to run on it. So now I have to decide whether I want to get a VMware machine running and working to get the other games. I've got most of the games, so that made me happy, up and running on it. But even then, you saw when I tried to do SimCity Classic, it stopped working. It stopped working on the damn thing. Unload baler. Okay. Oh, it makes bales. That's what it's doing. It's making bales in there. Okay, why? Oh, no. Oh, crap. Shit. How am I going to get that in the truck now? Do we have I don't suppose we have a bale picker-upper. No, we don't have anything in the store, do we? Damn. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Oh, I just kicked Taz out. You... Oh! Okay, huh? Because I see that Taz dropped a bale too. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, look at that. Brilliant. Okay. Nice. Haha. So now I know how to do it. Excellente. So I can just drop the bit. Well, we'll have this field done soon anyway. Okay, let's lower this. Let's get lined up here. There it goes, Taz. Picked it up. Sweet. Oh, man, that's really off there. Oh, hold on. Why are we not working here? Oh, you know what? Did I turn it off? I might have had it running. All right. I think it's... Is it running now? Yeah, it's running now. There we go. I actually had it running. I didn't realize it. Going to deliver these two? Okay. See, part of the problem was it wouldn't be as much of a problem, I think, my gaming, if I just stuck to a couple of games and stream, for my streaming and stuff like that, because, my spare time is my streaming time. So instead of doing something once a week, like, say, Red Dead Redemption or one of my single-player games, I'd be doing it a couple of times a week. But then, of course, that means I'm not doing other games. Because, so I'm ended up doing Red Dead Redemption this month on Tuesdays. Well, that means I'm not doing any classic games, because that's my day for classic games, is my single-player Tuesday games. And so when Horizon Zero Dawn comes out next week, we're going to be switching over to that for August. So I won't be playing Red Dead Redemption anymore, because I don't have time. So it's like, oh my God! So I'll never be able to do it without just, just quitting my job and being homeless, which obviously means I won't be able to do it anyway. Oh my God. Oh. That dog is still out there. It's following me. That'll be good. We got probably about another half hour on this field. That'll be a nice solid stream anyway. Wish it could have been American Truck or Euro Truck multiplayer convoy. Been me, Taz, and Speedy. That would have been awesome to do. But hopefully next time. See, that's another weird thing, with Taz having issues getting into... It's one thing or another with us right now. Can't get Speedy into Farm Sim multiplayer. Taz can't get into Euro Truck multiplayer. And of course, both multiplayers aren't updated now anyway, so it's... Dog runs in front of the harvester problems. Yeah, you missed it earlier. When we were doing another field, Mrs. EB, which is a friend of ours from Stronghold Kingdoms. I heard that dog bark, and I'm saying, I'm about ready to run the dog over with a harvester. With the harvester we were using that time, it was one of the normal wheel harvesters. And Mrs. EB is like, what? I was like, well, if the dog decides to run out in the field, it's not like I'm going to see it and be able to stop in time. So I'm like, it's going to be the end of the dog there. He's going to be a sausage dog. She's like, yeah, that is true. So, yeah. Yep. Yeah, just waiting for that dog to run in front of me here. Damn it. Yeah. That'd be an interesting dinner there. You know what? I don't know. I don't know if it's technically illegal in the United States. It may be. Obviously, we know there are certain countries out in Asia where it's not only absolutely legal, but it's a delicacy, apparently. Both dog and cat. Which I could never, I could never do that. After having dogs and cats, well, even before having dogs and cats as pets, even though we've always had a dog as a pet, but even, even with cats, before I started having cats as a pet, I would just never be able to do that. I'll just stick with my cow, buffalo, and deer meat. And pig meat. That'll be good enough to me. Really, you would? See, I could never do that. See, I don't like hunting the coyote in the hunter games. I only do it because I need to for the missions so I can earn money. But I just don't. Yeah, it's just I'd rather hunt like the bear, the deer, the elk, all that stuff. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, I would never try cat, dog, and any domesticated animal. I would probably never eat, except for pigs. Well, yeah, if somebody didn't tell me what it was and I ate it, yeah. But I afterwards, I would it would probably, if somebody told me afterwards what it was, I would probably end up getting physically ill from knowing it. Yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely. See, that's yeah. It's like when I went out to when we went out to Colorado to visit my aunt. They don't eat cow meat out there, or at least if they do, it's very rare because it's actually so much more expensive to process cow meat out in Colorado in that area. Is that they eat buffalo meat. Buffalo meat is generally what they eat out there. So that's what I ate while we were out there, but my wife couldn't do it. So we ended up getting her cow meat while she was out there. So that's what she ate. But I tell you, you notice a little bit of difference if it's a steak, and the only reason is because of the quality. I want to say quality of the meat, but you can notice the difference when you cut it and how it's prepared and stuff like that. But taste wise, you don't know I never noticed the difference between buffalo and cow. So I keep joking with my wife. It's like I'm going to order some buffalo meat and just cook it one day and not tell her, and she wouldn't notice the difference. But she would be the same way. If she found out it was buffalo meat, she would just absolutely, she would just be done, be done. Your father was in Taiwan. A colleague gave him some meat, but didn't want to tell him what. Oh, see, if somebody did that, and it's like I'm going to give you some meat, but not tell you what it is. Automatically, I'm not eating it. It could be cow meat, and it doesn't matter. I won't eat it. It's like, yeah, if you're telling me you're not going to tell me what it is, then I know I'm not going to want to eat it. So I'm not going to eat it. But I can imagine it was probably dog. I'm sure, right? There's that dog. He's out there somewhere. Yeah, it was probably dog. Yeah, I imagine. I imagine it was. But yeah, there's actually a big. So I'm interested to see when we get to. In fact, I probably should go into the forums and tell them about Buffalo Groves, because that's actually one of the bigger buffalo farms out there, and they sell online. I'm pretty sure. The last time I checked, I think you could order online and they'll ship out buffalo meat to you. I think it's called Buffalo Groves. I forget the name of the town it's in, but it was out near Agate and Elizabeth, out in that general area. I gotta go do a Google search when I'm done here to look it up again. But I should go on the forums and tell them that buffalo meat is a big industry out there. So we when Colorado comes around, we probably should get some jobs to the buffalo ranch out there. If the local natives haven't done that already, I'm sure we got some people from Colorado who play ATS. What I want to do is just get like this and straighten this wheel out here. There we go. What was that? T. Oh, crap. Frick. I dropped my bail. Oh, see, now I'm in chat here. I hit Y by accident instead of T. Hold on here. Enter. Hold on. Stop. Here we go. I'm still rolling. For God's sakes, I'm still rolling. Stop the freaking... There we go. Thank you. All I wanted to do was read chat. If they tell you, tell her 3 days later, and she has eaten it. Yeah, my current percentage right now is 0. Because I hit the wrong button here. Oh, there we go. Of course, I dropped it where I haven't harvested either, so I got to bring the truck up here. That's a little teeny bale there. Yeah, well, the point is she might not get sick, but that would be grounds for divorce right there. She would be irate. I think with me would be putting it mildly. So I would never be able to tell her what it actually was. All right, I gotta get back lined up here, and I gotta bring the truck over. All right, so we'll get lined up there. But it's good. But like I said, I never noticed the difference. That's right. We can't see out of the back there. Okay, so it's just a window in the front. Got it. Let's see if I can pick up these bales here. I assume it's Y. Operating position B. Okay. So I got... Oh, you know what? I might be able to squeeze in this way without having to turn the truck around. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I remember my driving here from the truck sims. Okay, it doesn't say I have to turn it on or anything. So let's see. Nope, I'm off there. Damn it, I can't get lined up here. There we go. Can't see, I gotta straighten out now, but then if I straighten out, it's off kilter that way. If I straighten out now, nope, straighten out, there we go. Go back nope, wrong way. I cannot get a handle on keyboard driving reverse here. I have to do it in mouse. I have to be able to do it in mouse because I just can't get it right. Oh, okay. So let's do that then. I just can't get lined up because I'm always hitting the opposite direction from where I want to take it. All right, like that. Straighten out. No. I want to back it up this direction. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think that should be good enough, I think. All right, let's do it now. There we go. B, 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 B. Oh my God, that was agonizing. All right, there we go. Oh, turn the engine off. All right, there we go. It's ground. Oh, is that what it is? Okay, gotcha. But again, you know, it's hard to tell with me doing it, you know, because so it just throws me off so much. All right, we're good to go back on the road here now. Well, back on the harvesting anyway. Let's put it that way. What? It's brownies, Abs. We don't have cake mix, so we're going to bake brownies when I'm done here. Okay. Did you eat lunch yet?
Yep, I had pizza poppers.
Oh, you had pizza poppers? Okay, good. Did you thank Aaron for making them for you?
Well, okay. I forgot anyway.
Okay. Have you gone potty yet today? Because you didn't go this morning, did you?
I went before lunch, so I went 10 minutes ago, I think.
Well, I don't think so there. Did Aaron make you go?
No, I just went on because I was holding myself and shaking when I was doing the ABC Mouse, and I couldn't hold it. So
okay. Well, I'm going to check with Aaron just to make sure.
Okay, she probably heard the flash, so she'll know. You're going 6.
But I want you to try again anyway before we make the brownies, because it'll take a minute to take a couple minutes to get everything together.
And you don't want an accident while we're making them?
Exactly.
Because you won't have time to get me on the potty if I have
exactly.
an accident.
Oh, it looks like Taz missed some patches there. We'll go hit these patches here.
I think I just saw someone else on the field.
Yes, it's Taz. He's driving the other vehicle.
I just saw Taz. I'm so happy. Did he eat dinner yet or no?
What?
Did Taz eat dinner yet?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure Taz had dinner by now.
Hey, Taz, what did you eat for dinner? There he is. That's what Taz missed.
You're presenting you need at least 20% to be able to drop the bail. Okay.
Hi, Taz.
Yeah, I'm at 7% now.
Now you're going 6 times faster. Tazzy boy is my dream come true. Dad, those 2 purple arrows is you and Taz.
Yeah.
You have to get all the way off the fields.
Yeah.
Wow, Taz is gonna be, he's faster in this, but he's actually going.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at 11 now, so there should be plenty of field left.
Did Taz respond yet?
Well, he says hi. I don't know if he heard your question.
Hey Taz, what did you eat for dinner? I'm so happy if he fries it in hot dog. This thing is almost impossible to get on the whole white.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my God, that's off.
Yeah.
Awful. Oh, I'm still off there.
Daddy, that's more like it.
Yeah, there we go.
There's Tazzy boy, I don't see
Yelling
him.
back. He had spaghetti. That's our favorite.
Yeah, Taz had spaghetti.
Yep, he had spaghetti.
He must really like spaghetti.
A lot of people do, kiddo. Unfortunately, we can't eat a lot of it anymore. It just does a number on my
'Cause
stomach.
If you eat,
Because when my mom was with us, I pick up a big. I've been picking up a big pre-made thing of lasagna from Sam's Club, which is sort of like a bulk discount grocery store and more. I don't know if you guys have anything similar over in Europe, but sort of like I know they're part Walmart owns them, and so they're like the big, sort of like if you own a business, you go in there and buy stuff in bulk for what you need. So when my wife's closing, we'll buy stuff to cook, to eat that she doesn't normally eat because she just doesn't like it, but the rest of us do. So like we'll always have this big old family size pan of lasagna, which is really, Erin doesn't like it because she doesn't like the spaghetti sauce anymore. I could do a whole nother stream on friggin' Erin's eating habits anymore.
Daddy, you can't eat.
I thought I hit that already. But,
Daddy, you can't eat spaghetti one night and pizza the other night. That's too much sauce.
yeah, it's too much sauce for my belly anymore. But so I've been cooking that. So when my mom was with us, I asked her if that would be something she would eat. So I ended up cooking that one day, and she liked it, she enjoyed it. But the next day, her stomach and intestines were doing a number on her. And then I realized, I'm the same way. If I eat too much of the spaghetti type sauce, whether it's on pizza, spaghetti, lasagna, anything like that, it's my stomach the next day is just it's just off. So it's like I can't eat too much spaghetti or pizza anymore. Especially I can't eat like spaghetti, pizza, or like do it consecutively because it just really does a number on my belly.
Yeah.
Don't turn your hand around for eating a 1K one. Well, see, that's what it is. A lot of the stuff, like I'll look at the store and it says, "Oh, family size, this and that." It's like, really? It's like I could eat that serving myself. To me, that's a serving for me. It's like I don't understand how that's a serving of a family for 4.
Hi, Taz. How have you been doing?
So that's weird, but this lasagna platter, it's huge. It really is big, and so I get like 3 or 4 days of leftovers out of it after me and Abby are done after the initial night.
Hey Taz, when Daddy's doing the cooking, I'll play it all by myself. I'll look at the littles on the screen and push them.
Oh, you're telling Taz about how you're gonna play the Cook Serve Delicious game by yourself now?
Yeah, because I can look at the number on the screen for the toilet garbage and food.
I should just fire that up and let her play in Zen mode one day
What's
by
that?
herself to see how she does.
Yeah, because I can look at the screen.
Because in Zen mode, there's no timer, so it should be easier for her.
Yeah, because
They call it 1 kilogram, a family size for food. Yeah, and it's
because
not.
I can look at the screens for the garbage, toilet, and food, and then I can press that letter what's right.
Yep.
That's easy, actually.
Well, I'll help you learn your letters. I'm sure it'll be a little bit educational for you anyhow. All right, well, we're good now because we're at 25%. So it's just a matter of getting this field done now. As long as we both have capacity to finish it off without having a little bit left over to where we can't drop a bale.
Can you do the cooking game next?
No, I'm not going to do the cooking game, Abs. It's going to be a while before I can do it. So there's other games I've got to get done. I got to get stuff done in. So I'm saying I'll probably end up doing Foundation next week or this Wednesday. And then do the
what is Foundation mean?
Pharaoh successor next week.
What is
Because there's a couple of things I got to get done in Foundation to see how it works.
What does Foundation mean?
It's the game I was playing the other day. I was the medieval village building game. I'm going to hit these other 2 patches over here because that just drives me nuts.
Yep.
My OCD will not allow it.
Poppy, it looks like you'll need a rewashing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, these are rental vehicles, so we don't have to wash these. Oh. Ooh, burpee.
Ew.
But yeah, we do love our Italian. Do love our pizza. We do love our spaghetti. Those are usually one of our go-tos when we can't think of anything else.
Hey, Taz.
It'll be spaghetti, pizza, or hamburgers and hot dogs.
Hey, Taz, guess what? I tried sausage.
Oh, yeah, she tried breakfast sausage for the first time a couple of days ago. And she loves it. So we cooked up the rest of the sausage for breakfast this morning. And then I made myself a ham and cheese egg sandwich.
Did Taz say hooray?
Yes, Tab thinks that was very good, I'm sure.
Tazzy boy, thank you. I will marry you for the rest of my life.
Enough of that, Ash. Oh.
Would you relax, please? Thank you. Did Taz hear me about that?
No, he didn't say anything yet.
I'm so happy if I can marry him. He's gonna say yes, probably.
Yeah, see, I was just thinking, if you could get a new computer for your holiday for next year, we could take a virtual we could take a virtual hunting holiday. Because like it was funny because my wife's boss actually went is apparently is a hunter, and he let's see, he's actually gone twice this summer so far that I'm aware of. And so I think he took like a weekend or something to go hunting with his son, and they went hunting turkeys.
Is that in real life or game?
In real life, they went hunting, and then he just or no, they went shark fishing. They just went shark fishing. I think this past weekend, last weekend, I guess I should say. Now I'm like, okay. So they went hunt. Oh my God, they did it again. They went hunting turkeys last month, and this month they went shark fishing. So it's like some people will take a vacation and they'll go hunting on their vacation. Well, I figure, hey, next year we'll take a hunting trip together. We'll do a multiplayer hunter.
Dad, Grandma.
You gonna deliver these two? Okay.
Dad, Grandma, and Grandpa.
Got it. Yes, Abs?
Dad, Grandma, and Grandpa both start with J.
Yes, that's right.
I want to drive that truck.
Well, you can't, Abs. You can't. You gotta wait till I buy a truck in real life, and then once you get old enough, you can learn how to drive it. But Mommy has to let me buy it first, and that's never gonna happen.
I can just drive a truck in gaming now, not a real truck.
No, Abs. Driving a truck in game is just as hard as driving it in real life, I think. Especially for you.
Who cares? You just hit W for move the thing, no. And you hit one of the arrows.
All right, we'll get this puppy finished up, nice and neat, and we'll actually have time to get our chores done today.
We're making brownies. You can help.
Oh, God damn it. I hate when I do that.
Hey, Taz, we're making brownies. You can make them with us.
No, Taz is a little bit far to come over to make brownies.
It's okay. He's going to come over. I'm sure he'll come over.
Really?
Yeah. It's my first trip with little Tazzy boy.
Yeah, I don't think Taz will be able to come over today, Abs.
He has to. He's a famous boy.
No, unfortunately, I think Taz is a little bit far.
He has to come. What did he say?
He didn't say anything, Abs. Taz lives further away than Aunt Jen lives, Abs.
How far? How many numbers? 1,000?
No, he doesn't live that far. I think because I'm trying. No, because you know what? I think you're in the same time zone. I think both you and my sister are in the same time zone because we're 6. I think she's 6 hours ahead of us too. So I think technically they're. If he lives farther, it would be north. Or if you live farther, it would be south. By mileage.
Well, Taz can come over. I'm sure he can. Did Taz respond yet? Cutie pie.
Well, I'm sure if Taz ever came to the United States, we could have him over, Abs.
Where does Taz live in the United States?
Is AT able to fund a vacation to America? Yeah, right?
Oh, does Taz live in New Jersey?
No, Taz does not live in New Jersey. Taz lives in another country. Taz lives over in Europe.
Where's that?
So that's all the way across. You got to go look at the globe. I'll be able to show you.
Where's that globe then?
Aunt Jen lives in England and Taz lives in Belgium.
That's 1,000.
Sometimes same, sometimes 1 hour different. Wintertime, summertime. Oh, right.
Then how is Taz in the game if he's in real life?
Because the game doesn't matter. We're playing in the same game, Abs. He doesn't have to be in the same country. That's how games work. You don't have to be in the same country to play together.
Did Taz respond yet? Whatever I said.
Yeah, I just told you what he said. He said maybe by the time you're 18, they could afford a vacation to
Our house?
America.
To our house?
Yes. Yes, Taz would be coming specifically to come stay at our house for a week.
But I'm not even close to 18.
That'd probably be the most boring holiday ever. Actually, it wouldn't, because with this one, you would be driven insane within the first 48 hours.
But I'm
God,
not.
did it again.
But I'm not even close to 18. No.
No, you're not close to 18, so it's going to be a while.
But when I turn 18, you mean?
I don't even know how we would have been able to afford to go over to England, but actually, you know what? My parents are going to pay for our trip over to England.
Daddy.
That's what they're going to do, because we wouldn't have been able to afford it. What abs?
Don't go to England.
And we never got far enough along in the plans before everything got shut down to decide where we were going to stay, whether it would be with them or one of their relatives, or just stay at a hotel. We never got that far in the planning stage before it was like, well, it looks like it's not going to get over there this year.
Hotels me.
Well, if we wouldn't have to stay in a hotel, it would be cheaper.
Yeah.
Who will make who insane?
and if we were going, by the time we get there, we'd probably take a nap, and there would probably be germs on the bed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost 10 o'clock for you. Yep.
It's Tazzy Boy going to bed.
She, me, or me, her. Yeah, I know, right?
Me, her, me, you. Hi, this is Abigail, and I'm Daddy.
Okay, Abs.
Did Taz hear me?
Oh my God.
Knock it off. Stop your attitude. Is that Taz?
Straighten this wheel out.
Is that
No, Taz is driving the truck. He hasn't come back yet. Just got to hit a couple more spots here and drop this bale.
Puppy? You hate when you just...
Strange how this thing revs up and starts to take off a bit and then slows down again. Oh my God, how the heck did I miss that? Seriously?
Daddy, you...
There we go, we got it that time.
Daddy, you hate when you miss spots because it makes it harder to stay in place.
Yup. I like getting every little bit I can, because every little bit makes a difference. Just like every dollar makes a difference for Extra Life. Every little bit. I hear it now. No kitty. Unless that's in game. Hershey's upstairs. That could have been something. I heard something that sounded like it was coming from in game.
Hey, Taz!
So that may be what it was.
Hey, Taz! We had a dog, but Marley died.
Yeah, he knows Marley died. Marley died, I think, a year ago today. I think it was a year ago today that Marley died.
Hey, Daddy.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. I got one more little bit to hit over here.
Hey, Daddy. Does Taz have a pet or no?
Yes. Taz has cats.
Oh, how many?
I think Taz has 2 cats now, right? You said you had 3, but now you're down to 2. Right? I think you said?
Hey, Taz.
Yeah, one of his cats died last week, Abs. It was just an old, sick kitty, just like Willie and Flash were.
Yep. Those 2 cats would... Maybe one of the cats died because maybe they got sick by one of the viruses, and maybe Taz's cat just ended up dying.
Yep. I'm going to pull over around behind the trailer.
Hey, Taz.
That way I can drop it right behind the trailer for you.
Hey, Taz, what are your cats' names?
Yep, it is sad. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I thought you said. All right, now, oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me do this. Straighten out the wheel.
There we
There we go. Now I
Aren't
can
you gonna get off the field zone then if you get that thingy?
back up.
Dad, this is a very big field.
All right, if I drop it right here, we should be good.
And we can hit the road.
I'll be just about spot on there.
Daddy, what's that?
Oh, there we go.
What is that?
Perfect. That's cotton. That's a bale of cotton. You know, like how we saw the hay bales at the farm?
Yeah.
This is cotton.
Ooh.
All right, so we don't have to worry about those guys. We be all done.
Are you walking?
Yes, I'm walking right now. I'm just gonna drop back to our vehicles here. Nice. So that turned out to be very nice. Got a couple of jobs done here. I wish Speedy could have joined us, but what are you gonna do with these friggin' bizarre issues?
Dad, did your mother die?
Huh?
Your mother, not my mommy.
No. Grandma is my mommy, Abs.
What the heck?
She's still alive, Abs. It's Grandpa who passed away.
I know that.
All right, there we go. Not that it matters because it's still going to drop us off at the default spawn point anyway. There we go. So that's good. Nice little stream. Getting late for Taz. Taz is going to get ready for bed. We're going to get ready for dinner and chores. And
make the brownies.
And making the brownies, absolutely. We're going to go up and start making the brownies right now.
And Thomas,
Okay. Take it easy, Abs. All right, as always, thank you for joining me, Taz. Much appreciated.
Hey, Taz, I have to tell you something before you leave. When you come over, when I turn 18, I'll give you a surprise when I'm 18. You come over. There'll be a surprise waiting for you. I'll give you some ice cream.
Oh boy, I'm sure Taz will be happy for that.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, so we'll be back. I guess next month we'll attempt to do the convoy.
Hey, Taz,
do the convoy for next month, and then we'll be back in a couple of months here with.
Taz,
there goes Taz down the road.
Hey, Taz,
You still got the bales in there? Yeah, it looks like you still got the bales in there.
He's in the white truck.
Yep, Taz is driving the truck, so we'll wave to Taz down the road.
Bye, Taz.
I'll say thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mrs. EB, for stopping by as well. Much appreciated. Always good to see you when you can stop by our streams.
Hey, Taz.
And everybody else who lurked away here today. Let me finish then you can say something.
What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Okay. I'll let you know what he says. But anyway, thank you, everyone. Much appreciated. I am BJ Weiler. We'll be back tonight for 100 Days of Gaming on Channel Real Millennium Group. If Taz says it's a deal, he'll come over for ice cream. With Ring of Elysium, a sort of a indie sort. I guess it's a smaller, lesser known. Let's put it this way: one of the lesser known battle royale games. There's Taz. So we'll see Taz again really soon, and like I said, we'll be back for 100 Days of Gaming for fundraising for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia tonight.
Is that Taz?
Yes, that's Taz's avatar right there, and.
Hello, Taz.
What is that? Stratacatella? I have no idea what flavor that is.
Anything for you, little Tazzy. Who cares if you're not born? This means I'm gonna marry you.
Oh, please, Ab, stop.
He likes me.
She's in that phase where she's gonna marry everybody right now.
Ha! He likes me.
Yes, I can't see how he doesn't like you, Abs. Absolutely, my goodness, you're just a likable little child.
That doesn't look like Taz.
No, that doesn't look like Taz. Just like my character doesn't look like me. Sometimes I have to save up 12 years. Yeah, right? Anyway, thank you, Taz. We'll catch you next time. Thank you, everyone else. I am BJ Weiler with Abby the Troll with us today. I guess we're worth getting a couple of trolls in here today.
Did you say Taz is coming over?
No, Taz is not coming over.
Did he? I thought you said he's coming over when I'm 18.
We matched last year's total now
already. I won!
Oh my goodness. Anyway, thank you everyone. I'm BJ Weller. Until next time, we'll see you in. Oh, vanilla with chocolate chips in it. Oh, we like that too. We call that. What do we call that? We call that.
Whoa! What did he just do? What did Taz do?
Actually, we just call that chocolate chip. The basic, just vanilla and chocolate chips, is just called chocolate chip here. But then we have variations where it's chocolate chip cookie dough, where there's cookie dough bits in it. We have mint chocolate chip, where it's mint flavored ice cream. There's actually a couple of variations that we have that have chocolate chips in it. There's chocolate chip with chocolate ice cream. But anyway, yes, thank you, my friend. And like I said, hopefully next month we can do the maybe I'll try to do we'll try to do 2 multiplayers. That way we don't miss a month of farming. So we'll try to do farming and American Truck multiplayer somehow next month.
When you come over, I will surprise you. We can play games together, and I'll kiss you in my heart.
Oh, please, Abs. All right, enough is enough. It's time to go. Thank you, everyone.